Ethan Coen's latest film, Drive-Away Dolls, has received mixed critical reception, breaking a 20-year streak from the Coen brothers. Known for their consistent excellence in making compelling original films since the 1980s, the Coens have become known as some of the most accomplished contemporary filmmakers. They've won an Academy Award for Best Picture for No Country for Old Men and directed several other cult classics like The Big Lebowski and Blood Simple. After The Ballad of Buster Scruggs in 2018, the brothers parted ways to work on separate projects. The Coen brothers together deserve to be mentioned among the best directors of all time, though their merits individually are too few to argue for. Joel Coen's Shakespeare adaptation in 2021, The Tragedy of Macbeth, was critically acclaimed, while Ethan Coen's solo bout in Drive-Away Dolls has more recently received mixed reception. The film is very entertaining, and stars like Margaret Qualley and Joey Slotnick are hilarious, representing the Coens' quintessential quirky character humor. Unfortunately, the film hasn't sat well with critics and hasn't been able to bring viewers to theaters. Drive-Away Dolls is the first Coen movie since The Ladykillers not to be certified fresh. By the standards of Rotten Tomatoes, Drive-Away Dolls is the first movie from either Coen brother in 20 years not to be certified fresh. 2004's The Ladykillers, starring Tom Hanks, was their first and only critical failure as a writing/directing duo, sitting with a 54% on Rotten Tomatoes. Reviews shouldn't stop audiences from enjoying Drive-Away Dolls. It's a fun movie with great performances from character actors and film stars alike. Still, negative critical feedback will impact the movie, and it's already partially causing Drive-Away Dolls to flop at the box office. The raunchy humor in Drive-Away Dolls, especially between LGBT female characters, was always going to deter specific audiences, unfortunately. It's material that some people feel threatened by, and it's caused a divisive reception rather than a celebration for the film's rare bit of representation. The film actually seems to anticipate that reaction, factoring in thematic commentary about how sexuality is perceived through the Aunt Ellis character in the Drive-Away Dolls ending. What's ultimately one of the funniest and most progressive movies in the Coen brothers' filmography has ended up with their third lowest score on Rotten Tomatoes. Why Drive-Away Dolls' Rotten Tomatoes score is so low by the Coen brothers' standards? While the raunchiness of Drive-Away Dolls is likely a significant factor in the low Rotten Tomatoes score, there are other elements critics have picked apart about the film. Compared to other films like Inside Llewyn Davis and No Country for Old Men, Drive-Away Dolls falls short in thematic nuance, leaning more into the comedic elements that have been sprinkled around heavily in the Coens' filmography. In that sense, the reviews align with other comedy-heavy Coen brothers films like Burn After Reading and Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?, which are on the lower end of their Rotten Tomatoes ranking.